from Mexico City. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's the former Badger, Dare Ogunbowale. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get this, Switch. Wait. Watch out.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing, Winston. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Jameis to throw it. Being chased out left. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Buccaneers' 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field. And
that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. He's got Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 70 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 41.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
We won it. Come to my work. Check. Check. Check.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 51 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, let's go.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Watch it slant. Watch it slant. Watch it slant.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They run the counter. It's Logan, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Logan. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 3rd and long for Winston. Complete. He finds Blade. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. Who ready? Watch it, you find. Right here, right here.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Ready. Who ready? Here we go. Here we go. Whip. Watch Watch the whip. Done it.
Here's Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. And Brate, the tight end's got it. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. They're going to try for it on fourth. Winston stays out there.
Wait. He's coming, double up. Follow.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
Ready. White 25.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw is Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Just like that.
Now Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And they got the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Check 99. Check 98. 5-0.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check 24. Check 24. Jim.
Again, it's Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. This is Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside. and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call, but how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Cousins now. Eluding the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Justin Evans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Ready, black 22. Watch the slant.
On 1st down, Logan. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
That's it, baby. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
They run again with Logan. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Back now in Mexico City. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. They go play action. Winston. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Wait. Mike, 55. 55, Mike. Keep bringing it. Stay in there.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready, white 25. Ready. Hey, tight left. Hey. Johnny. 3 down. Joe.
They run it. It's Ogunbowale. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This run defense has been... pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Check pass. Check pass. Let's go now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 55.
Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Here we go.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. It wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. This is Logan. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Draw play, Winston to Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Winston. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 24. Wait.
On the carry, it's Logan. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Everson Griffin. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Easy. Check 55. Reed, 17. Hey, here I come.
One last shot now for Winston. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds have